So, turns out, a small portion of my recording didn't actually record for whatever reason. Basically around the time where, well, you see, basically around the time when the Frap started lagging as it always does and forcing me to switch the size of the recording. For some strange reason, it did not record one part, basically like between now and where I left off, or between now and the next load screen. For some reason, the game or the Frap decided not to record.
Minor lacerations detected.
Hey, Gordon, car's ready. Come on back and we'll get going.
Do you see what you made me go through? All of this, because you decided to volunteer me without my consent.
Thanks for clearing out the yard, Freeman. Heck of a job.
Not only did they help me fix the car, they threw in a bonus.
Special this week only. It's like an onboard radar for you guys. Picks up little beacon jobbers like this one here. We've hidden a bunch of these things out there in the field to signal emergency stashes. So keep an eye out. When you see your dashboard light up, you're going to want to stop and investigate.
I'll fill you in on the road, Gordon. Thanks again, you guys.
Yeah, there's really nothing that is worth explaining.
There goes the radar. Stop the car, Gordon. According to the radar, it looks like the...
Clearly, as you can see, normally you would get a progress as well, because getting all of the radar caches is actually an achievement. So just like with all of the progressive achievements, they give you an update. So normally you would see 1 out of 5, 2 out of 5, 3 out of 5, and so on pop up, because it actually happens every... No, I'm full on Magnum. It actually happens after every cache. But I've already collected it, so it's not going to pop up. But I'm still going to show you where the caches are located, especially because one of them is pretty freaking cleverly hidden. The radar. There's nothing with the radar. It's just showing you that there are 2 more caches. One of them is in this building right here.
I'll keep watch out here if you want to look inside for the cache.
Now, this is where the cache is, and you can tell by the battery thing that he showed us. However, there's an electronic lock, which gives you an error when you try to open it, because it's connected to that thing. And I'm guessing that since that's on, this will not be able to be opened. Now, there's really no way to get up here except for, well, the only way to get up there that you can see is this ladder, which is broken. And you're thinking, well, what do you have to do? At least that's what I was thinking. And of course, I immediately thought that you have to do something with this little thing, because they can actually see, as you can see, the gravity gun's arms open up, meaning that you can actually fire on it. And it looks like, well, I can shoot it open, so I must be able to do this. And maybe there's a way to do this? I don't know. You know, maybe... one thing about Half-Life is pretty much all the puzzles that you do is... You can do it multiple ways. There's, there's the way that they intend you to do. I actually never noticed that body over there. But I guess that's kind of another clue. There is, the standard way that Valve intended you to do it, and then of course there's the roundabout way that if you really wanted to go out of your way to do, you can. But I'm not going to... Actually, I don't know if you can do a roundabout way here or not, but I'm not going to even attempt to do it. But the other clue is this little scorch mark on the ground here. Clearly, there's an explosion here, so that's what I mean by the second clue. The guy must have tried to do this and ended up getting launched into the ceiling and getting his head bashed open or something. But what you're supposed to do, roll a grenade under there, and then get launched. This also nets you a nice little rocket launcher as well. That's cache number 2, but if you recall the radar, there's actually 2 caches here. Now this third one is fiendishly well hidden.
Rocket launcher. That'll come in handy.
Fiendishly well hidden. If you follow the radar... Now the radar is not exactly 100% accurate, because if you follow the radar, the lambda symbol ends about basically around here, so it's like either where this pod is or where this container is. That's actually not where it is. Now this is something you would never think of doing, unless you really pay attention to the screen. If you go in this little shack...
We're getting a signal, but I don't see anything. What do you think, Gordon?
Well, what do I think? I think that this game is very, very fiendish. As I said, when you go in here, as Alex pointed out, there's nothing here, and you would think... Now, as you can see again, the Gravity Gun's arms open up, meaning that you can do something. But there's the saw blade here, so even if you do... Well, obviously you'll notice it, because it's pretty noticeable. But the fact that there's a saw blade here, and this box over here... Basically, you wouldn't really think to do this. But...
You found it. Never here without the beacon.
Yes. It is located underneath the floorboards.
I think the zombies want their stuff back.
So as you can see, unless you... Pretty well hidden. I would never have thought of looking underneath the floorboards for the stupid cache. But that is number 3 of 5. And the other ones, I don't know, because the recording actually did pick up what I recorded after this little tunnel right here, because there's actually going to be a load screen, and driving to the light! Well, I think this is a good place to call it an episode. We had fun sneaking past rocket turrets, fighting zombies and Combine, and finding caches. So, our journey to White Forest continues next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I shall catch you next time when we continue our journey. See ya!